But yeah, welcome to part 5. But yeah, when you are older and you think you're gonna go out and drink like you're younger, take precautionary steps and measures. I did not, and now I know. But I still wasn't done. I was seriously trying to find myself, recapture my youth, and live the glory days. So I decided, safest option ever. Let's go back to school. Let's go to college. I'm gonna need someone to bring me a roll of duct tape, a halter, a leash, and possibly a 50-pound brick. I need somebody to monitor me when I have these ideas of recapturing my youth, because I decided to go back to college, and I am. I am a college student, possibly the oldest one in my class at 38 years old, and I am surrounded by all of these very young, very beautiful. Can we discuss the beautiful aspect? Look, I swear to God, it goes infant, toddler, child, 20-year-old. How does the youth of America come strutting out of their houses every day? Perfect skin, perfect makeup, perfect hair, perfect nails, perfectly perky, look like they costed about 50 grand, titties, a perfectly rounded, scrumdiddlyumptious tushy in a perfectly what looks like custom-made outfit with not a care in the world. How is it that I am surrounded by gorgeous, non-droopy, non-flabby, cottage cheesed ladies in my college courses? How? And what is it about being an older female when they sit there and they eat like 3 bites of a Happy Meal and go, oh, I'm just so full, I don't want to get overweight. Shut up, you thin, trimmed little bitch. Sitting there, a whole ass Thin Mint cookie, looking at me, a double stuffed Oreo, talking about, I've had 3 bites of that burger. I'm just really full. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because these lovely ladies convinced me to go to a gym. These lovely ladies convinced me to go to a gym and work out and get myself back in shape. I did not know that somebody could actually be rescued from a jump rope. I did. I tried to jump rope. I tried to work out by jumping rope. And you know what? I can't pick my legs up high enough, apparently. I tripped and fell flat on my face 5 times with a jump rope. The last time I actually had to have help from a man with bigger boobies than me to get untangled from a damn jump rope. So then I thought, you know what? Treadmills are so much safer. Listen, you Planet Fitness pricks. I am used to the treadmill that there's a start button, there's a stop button, there's a speed go higher, speed go lower. What the hell is an incline? My thighs burned so bad for the next 3 days. I understand why John Wayne walks that way. I do. I understand why John Wayne walks that way. You know, I tried to lift weights, and that in itself was its own hellacious experience. I thought I was doing great. I was lifting them beautifully. And then I tried to walk the next day, and it felt like my butt cheeks were on fire. You ever army crawl to the bathroom so you can take a pee? And then realize that you're not going to be able to get into and onto the toilet to do such things? So you crawl into a bathtub, turn the shower on, and cry? It was an amazing thing. And you know, it's odd. Going to school with a bunch of fresh-faced youth, and I'm talking, we're 18, we're 19, we're 20, we're 21, 24 at the oldest. It's odd to be sitting in a classroom with all these fresh-faced youth, because they're looking at me, and I'm looking at them. So, like, how old are you? Okay, well, I'm 38. His mom's 35. That's great. That's cool. You know, that's okay. Yeah, that's good. So why are you here? Oh God, I don't even know myself. And let's talk about the classes. When the hell did math become that damn complicated? I thought 1 plus 1 was 2. But now apparently it's 1 plus 1 equals 2. Divided by, multiplied by, subtracted, decimal pointed, percentage, then you take it back under pi to make it a 2. I am sitting in this math class and everyone's like, oh God, that's so easy. And I'm going, what the fuck was step 15 again? What symbol is that? And it doesn't make it any easier when your college professor is actually twice your age, okay? Twice your age. And she's looking at you like, well, you're so young. How do you not get this? I don't know. Ask the toddlers in the class. I don't know. So yeah, in it to win it though. We're going for the bachelor's degree, but yeah, college was not the way to recapture my youth. So then I had a meeting of my friends, okay? And they said, well, let's go hiking. You used to love to explore the woods. Now hiking, that is something I can get behind. Okay, let's do it. So we scheduled a day to go hiking. We all got in my car. Oh, seatbelts, guys. Hey, does anybody need a Dramamine? And my friend comes like right up in between the seats and goes, bitch, stop being a mom. You're having fun today. Just worried about your safety, but okay. Oh my God, I sound just like my grandmother. Away we went, and we decided to go hiking near, up, in, and around my house. All right, cool. So we start on the trail. We are walking, hiking, laughing, talking, and it is a great time. When all of a sudden, I am the most winded I have ever been in my life, and I need a break. And I looked at them and I went, you know, we must have gone a couple of miles by now, right? Dumbass. What? There's the car at the bottom of the hill. Oh my God. By the time we got all the way to the top of the trail, I am wrapped around the guide signs, crying profusely. I have a chafe that you could fry eggs on. I have blisters so big it looks like I have 12 toes. And I just really want to go home. I'm actually like contemplating at this point chewing through my ankle bone so that I would have a legitimate reason for DCNR to come rescue me. I really did. But I sucked it up. I made it all the way back down to my car, held onto my car, and cried. And cried. And cried some more. I was never so happy to see my vehicle, even though I have a hellaciously high car payment every month. So no, hiking was not the way to recapturing my youth. And then finally, a very quiet friend came up to me and said, hey, Amanda. And I said, what? She said, instead of trying to like recapture your youth, why don't you just learn to love who you are? Weirdo. But she was right. So I spent the better part of a year between college classes and being a home health aide and being a mom and taking care of my nan, just trying to find the little things that I like. And it's been quite the adventure because although I still love to read books, audiobooks are so much better. And although I still love to do things around the house, going and doing it at other people's houses is so much funner. And although I still love 90s music and early 2000s music, the 80s has a flavor that just can't be beat. Yes, I might not run wild and go into abandoned houses. Oh, I did try that though. Y'all, I tried recapturing my youth by going into an abandoned house. Beautiful cabin. I get inside. It has a living room, a dining room, a kitchen. I wanted the stove. Oh my God, how I wanted that stove. But I'm looking around and wow, everything's just left. And I go upstairs and the bedrooms are beautiful. And then I heard the noise. Now, I am old enough that I was raised on horror movie classics. But I am young enough to remember the moments of horror movie CGI. And there I am standing in a hallway, my cell phone light shaking, because that wasn't an animal noise, that was a there's somebody in here. And right away, all I'm seeing is Art the Clown. Right away, all I'm seeing is Chainsaw Massacre. Right away, all I'm seeing is Freddy Krueger or Jason or The Hills Have Eyes. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of this abandoned house. So I had the idea of taking, what do you call it, like an acorn or a walnut. It was like a big green nut-looking thing, throwing it down the steps. And I did. Well, as I threw that and it bounced, a whole lot of shrieking screams from several teenagers exploring the lower level hit my ears. Exploring the lower levels hit my ears, scared me into a heart attack. They take off running. I'm screaming. I take off running. And the most embarrassing thing was they ran out one door, I ran out the other, and somehow I found their car before I found mine. I didn't know there was a back road. But yeah, no, finding my youth. Let's just find out who I am.